The pressurization system on the A320 family normally operates automatically to adjust the cabin altitude and rate of change of altitude to ensure maximum passenger comfort and safety. The pressurized areas are the cockpit, the avionics bay, the cabin, and the cargo compartments. The concept of the system is simple. Air is supplied from the air conditioning packs to the pressurized areas. An outflow valve is used to regulate the amount of air allowed to escape from the pressurized areas. Automatic control of the outflow valve is provided by two cabin pressure controllers. Each controller is connected to an electric motor to move the outflow valve. A controller-motor combination is known as a system. Only one system will operate at a time, with the other system acting as backup. A third motor is installed for use in the event of both automatic systems failing and requires a manual input to open or close the outflow valve. Let's look at the information associated with the pressurization system that is presented on the cabin pressure page. The pack indication is displayed green when the associated pack is on. The outflow valve position can be monitored, and the system controller in use is shown. There is a single indication for the two safety valves. The cabin differential pressure, or delta P, shows the difference in PSI between the cabin pressure and external pressure. The cabin vertical speed shows the rate of change in feet per minute of cabin altitude. For passenger comfort, the pressurization system will aim to keep this rate of change as small as possible. The cabin altitude is also shown. The landing elevation, auto or manual mode, is also shown with the altitude of the destination airport. The vent, inlet, and extract indications are associated with the avionics ventilation system. On the ECAM cruise page, there are indications of cabin differential pressure, cabin vertical speed, cabin altitude. The cabin pressure panel, on the overhead panel, contains controls to operate the pressurization system. Under normal conditions, no pilot action is required on this panel during flight. The pressurization mode select switch has two settings, automatic and manual. The normal position for this switch is lights out. In this position, the pressurization system is in automatic mode. The mode selector switch enables the system to be used in manual mode in case of failure of the automatic function. The man vertical speed control switch is used to set the cabin pressure altitude when manual mode is selected. In this configuration, the third electrical motor, operating the outflow valve, is directly controlled by this manual vertical speed control switch. The landing elevation selector normally remains in the auto position. Landing elevation, which is required by the pressurization system, is then provided by the FMGS. If the landing elevation is not available from the FMGS, then it can be set manually using this selector. The guarded ditching switch is provided to close all valves so that the aircraft can be sealed in the unlikely event of a ditching. To prevent excessive cabin differential pressure, negative or positive, two safety valves are installed on the pressure bulkhead at the rear of the cabin. Pressurization is achieved by means of a dual gate type outflow valve. The outflow valve is operated by 3 electrical motors, 2 for automatic mode and 1 for manual mode. Two identical cabin pressure controllers, 1 and 2, related to System 1 and 2, are located in the forward avionics bay. The two CPCs are connected to the CFDIU for test purposes and fault reporting, available on the MCDUs.